So the word on the street is potentially that Falken could be discontinuing the AT3W because they are so confident that this AT4W is better. We took that personally and we're gonna test it. We reached out to some of you guys and wanted to know what your opinions are, and after reading through all your comments and what you had to say about them, we had to get our hands on some of ourselves. We're gonna let you know if Falken is making a huge mistake by bringing out this AT4W and discontinuing the AT3W. We're also gonna put them in a head-to-head battle in the most important categories to see what tire gets the most points, and even go over the rumor of the AT3W being discontinued. So you're not gonna wanna miss this video. Let us know in the comments if you're running the AT3W, and if you are, why you choose a different tire. All your comments and reviews help make these videos so important, so we need to hear from you guys. So the first thing we're gonna talk about, and it's always the #1 topic in anything, is cost. How much more are you gonna have to pay for those new and improved Wild Peak tires? So on our website at TrailBuiltOffroad.com, the AT3W in about a size 33 at 285 goes for about $1,400 for a set of 4, while the AT4W goes for a little bit over $1,500. So when it comes to who's more cost effective, the AT3W is just pulling ahead by a tiny bit, getting that first notch, that first point under the belt. Our next category is tread life. If you're gonna spend your hard-earned money on anything, and especially a set of tires, they better last long. And I don't know much about lasting long, but I do know that in most situations, lasting longer usually brings a happier rider. Don't ask my wife. So on paper, the lugs on the AT4W are larger and deeper, which should guarantee a longer tread life, right? On top of that, the AT4W comes with a longer tread warranty of 60 to 65,000 miles, compared to the AT3W, which I believe is only giving you about 50 to 55,000 miles. When you actually take these tires out into the real world and do off-roading, do these numbers actually hold out for the AT4W? And what makes this competition even more difficult is that the AT4W hasn't quite had the proper testing done yet from not only us, but from you guys. So make sure and let us know when you hit that milestone marker how these tires are holding up. But who wins? Who wins this category? By what we know, we are gonna give this point to the AT4W just slightly because it does have the longer warranty. It's got a bigger, beefier set of lugs. But where does that land the AT4W when it comes to using inside voices? Road manners. You're gonna wanna wait and find out the whole story. All right, so next up we're gonna talk about load ratings, speed ratings, and size. Both of these tires come in the usual suspects of sizes. A lot. So you should have no problem finding one that fits you. The AT3W does have a higher speed rating, but on the other side, the AT4W has a higher load rating. Something I always tell customers is each individual is different, so take that into account when you are deciding on which tire to grab. So we're gonna give this point to the AT4W just because it's a little bit more versatile. It gives you those options to kind of trailer, bring things along with you, and we all know everyone loves toys. All right, so our next topic is weight. So we got an AT3W and an AT4W in size 33, and we wanted to see what the weight difference was. So the AT3W came out at 60 pounds, while the AT4W came out at a whopping 67 pounds. That's 7 pounds more a tire. Times that by 4, and that's like 28 pounds. The AT4W is actually 10 pounds heavier even than the new KO3. Speaking of the KO3, comment below if you want to see us do a KO2 versus KO3 comparison. But being a lighter tire doesn't mean it's a better tire necessarily. If you are someone who uses their vehicle as their daily driver and hits what I consider the 90-10D, can you back it up? 90-10D? What the f is that? If you are someone who uses their vehicle as their daily driver and hits my rule, the 90-10 rule, that's 90% on-road, 10% off-road, then weight is probably more a defining trait to look at. If you are driving something that has power, then weight's probably not your biggest foe. You can handle it. But for the sake of this video, and what most people talk about, weight is a big deal. So we're giving the point to the AT3W. And now for the category that we've all been waiting for. On-road versus off-road performance. We're gonna start with the on-road manners. When it comes to which one is more comfortable, the 3-ply to 2-ply, bigger, meatier tire like the AT4W is not surprisingly more uncomfortable on the road. For some of those who are currently running the AT4Ws, we have heard that when attacking normal wear and tear on the roads, you can feel every little piece of it. When it comes to icy or wet roads, the AT4W seems to fall a little bit short from its younger brother, the AT3W. This is mainly because of the newly designed tread pattern. This tread pattern is meant to help paddle out snow, mud, and other items that might create more of a situational concern. But when you're driving on ice, you actually want that snow to be in the tread because snow sticks better to snow, or in this case, the ice better than that rubber compound. However, again, if you're in a dry conditioned area where you're not getting snow, they're gonna be a little bit noisier, heavier, and continue to dominate your miles per gallon. So the AT3W again gets the point in this category. So the only upper hand that the AT3W really has in this off-road category is that it has those steps in the lugs that help keep small rocks from getting stuck in between the lugs, both of which are 3-peak snowflake rated, might I add. But other than that, the AT4W basically wins everything in this category. The AT4W has a more aggressive tread pattern and overall will just perform better when it comes to off-roading. So with all that being said, it looks like we're tied. Thanks, right? No. So the real question is, should you upgrade or buy the AT4W over the AT3W? The answer to that is very simple, and we've talked about it a few times already in this video. What is your application for your tires? If you are into hauling trailers, you work on a job site, you own a bigger truck or plan to do more of that heavier off-roading, then I would absolutely spend that extra change and get the AT4W. So if you're someone like me who prefers a little bit more road manners and a little more money in my pocket because of miles per gallon, then the AT3W is probably a better choice. But should you go out and buy the AT4W if you already own the AT3W? Is that the next step? I don't think that this tire is gonna give you anything that you don't already have with that AT3W. Now, if you are planning to increase your off-road lifestyle, you want to hit up Moab instead of the logging trails, then yeah, I would say go for the AT4W as it'll give you a little bit more comfort in the trails. Can the AT3W do that off-road? Yeah, of course. But the AT4W with the deeper lugs, the integrated siping patterns, 3-ply, aggressive sidewalls, it just makes them more off-road capable than their counterparts. So the real question in all of this is Falken actually gonna discontinue the production of the great AT3W? And if so, should you be buying up every single AT3W from TrailBuiltOffroad.com, of course? Well, the answer is no and yes. No, it's not officially been released from Falken, but yes, we have plenty of them in stock and you should go buy them from TrailBuiltOffroad.com. And when you do, make sure and pair them with any set of wheels and you can get free mounting, free balancing, free shipping direct to your doorstep. All right, guys, so let us know your thoughts and if you were gonna grab a set of AT4Ws from Falken or stick with the legendary AT3Ws. My name is Fred, and I'll catch you on the trails. Thanks for watching.